Hey guys, welcome back. It's time to take a look at a little bit of a perverted, weird situation once again with the Pokemon content turned things that shouldn't be associated with Pokemon content. We got BLAINES. We have a fairly large YouTuber who makes content, like on screen here, that looks like it's pretty enticing to children. Not just the Pokemon aspect, but we got the candy colored text. We got everything you'd want to click on if you were a youngster, right? What's the problem with that, Rattle? What's going on with that? Well, when you get a giant audience of what is probably largely children, and then you tell them that you're releasing porn, that's wrong. I shouldn't have to explain that to anyone. Keep the kids away from this video. Keep the kids away from BLAINES. Please, this is disgusting stuff. Topics are going to get a little bit adult. The research was adult. I wish my eyeballs could be cleansed of what I had to look at to confirm what was going on here. But we have BLAINES who makes a post in his extremely large Discord. I think it's like 184,000 people, many of which I'm sure are minors. He says, at everyone, including the children, 18 plus. That's not how that works. The at everyone doesn't work like that, Blaine. You can't just say, hey, I got porn, and stick the, in brackets, 18 plus. Don't read the rest of this if you're a child. Please. The big moment is here. New content. I used to joke I would do this at 1 million subs, but that ain't happening, so I did it now. Anime orgasm emoji. This is something hundreds or thousands of you have asked for, but strictly adults only. The picture is a hint, and you can find it if you look. Thanks for all the amazing support so far. All right, this is gross. This is gross. And again, the content heavily aimed at children who want to catch some Pokemon. They want to know what the next mystery prize is. They want the free stuff that you're offering. Join the Discord, where he's advertising his porn. Right there at the top. Heavily featured throughout the entire video. Not to mention all the premium. Join the premium. Get the giveaways. He's got a whole section of giveaways. It's like everything you could possibly do to bait children into joining a Discord. Freebies. You don't even have to pay for those ones. You don't even have to ask mommy and daddy for the credit card. And yes, it just gets more and more gross. The Twitter, which is he's a little bit more brazen on there. Or the X, my apologies. A little bit more brazen on there because he can post his naughty stuff and get less backlash for it. Here he says, made 120 new fans on OnlyFans in a single day without promoting on YouTube or Discord. You did. You did. We're going to take a look at it. You might not have directly said in your Pokemon video that, hey, by the way, you're going to be introduced to some pornography as soon as you join the Discord, little Timmy and Jimmy. Come on in. Jesus. And then he's got the link tree. The link tree. When your main link on the link tree is your porn. Yes, you're introducing them. You're bringing them straight to it. Straight from the top of the YouTube description. It's like, oh, it's 2 clicks though, guys. The kids can't click twice. They won't do that. All right. And not that they can't find porn somewhere. It's just extra disgusting when you're making child content and then you're pushing those viewers, the people that engaged with it, to porn. In his Discord, these are the current terms. You can see on the bottom there. No, not safe for work. Content allowed. Weird. When you're pumping your porn. Not safe for work, will not be tolerated, an instant ban. Or you'll get banned, but not BLAINES. I really hate OnlyFans and the fact that I got to change the URL here real quick. But yeah, it's that quick. You can get right in there, straight from the link tree. My apologies that you had to look at this. I had to look at it without the censor on it. I just wanted to confirm, because at some points he claims that, like, oh, it's not that bad. It's only as bad as like the Instagram. But no, his fucking dick is out. And even worse, like this dude, like, in my opinion, this dude's just a fucking pervert. We got shit like, I almost fucking cam jacking off in the changing room while he's on trying on clothes. Doing this just 5LT. Felt so good. I don't even know what you're trying to say there. Close one. P.S. Check DM for morning action. I couldn't resist. Double flaming hearts. Eggplant emoji. So, I don't know. You like, what are you're going to public locations and taking your clothes off and taking pictures? That's what we're doing with your Pokemon following? All right. So, if you haven't seen this video by Spiel, go check it out. He's got a lot of the information posted there. Thank you for contacting me and confirming some details. This is not one that I wanted to research, but I think it's important that people know. Be very careful who and where your kids are following. They could be perverts. They could be disgusting perverts that lure people in with giveaways, generate a giant audience off a largely child's game. And I get it. There are adults that are probably in there. But I don't even want to know what the percentage of the 184,000 people are children. It's got to be a large one, I would imagine. So we have other members voicing their opinion. Yes, he got some backlash for this. No, good for everyone that stood up to this, that was in there. I was like, what the hell are you doing? And the people that aren't fazed by it, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Again, we got some of the mods quit. Some of the mods didn't want to be involved. I can't blame them. I wouldn't want to touch anything of the sort. So Blaine's, of course, he's gonna apologize. He's gonna keep it separate. Sure, let's take his word for it. Doesn't mean much, as we're gonna find out. He says, "Yeah, I'm not doing it here again. Gonna stick to Insta and Twitter, just to be safe." Instagram doesn't seem to be Pokemon related. Sure, you probably want to have like a whole different name and not have the accounts like easily tied to each other and linked to each other. Like the Twitter is a Pokemon Twitter. Just to be safe. But it's important to accept I didn't expose kids to anything. I wouldn't, obviously. You did. I don't know what percentage of them got access to it, but you did. You created a giant child following, and then you are giving them direct access. And they don't even have to go search for it. You're using the same names on the platforms, and then you're also linking it. You linked it on the Discord. You advertised it. So when you join the Discord, as I did, you come up with this right on the main landing page, and of course it goes straight to the link tree. Now it doesn't say that link tree is going to contain pornography, but it sure does. Because look at that, first link, 2 clicks. Well, I guess you had to click on the link to get to the Discord. Kids can click 2 or 3 times, especially when you incentivize them with free giveaways and Pokemon trades of the sort. This is not Blaine's first controversy, but it is certainly more disgusting than the second one we're going to take a look at later in the video. So stay tuned for that. Oh my God. So yes, we got a lot of back and forth. Shame on the people that did not denounce this and or want nothing to do with it. And yes, if you wanna be a sex worker, if you wanna sell nudes, go ahead and do so. Just don't push it to your child audience. That's what we're kind of getting at here. If you didn't get the point, we got them calling it out. The content they have to seek out and pay for is 18 plus. Nothing else is. So why advertise it to the not 18 plus Discord, the 13 plus Discord? Whatever, is it 13 that you have to be on Discord? Why not that? Oh my God. So just more and more, and it's a whole lot different. If you wanted to make, if you made from the get-go, you made the Discord 18 plus, even if it was Pokemon related, a whole lot less dirty than whatever the hell's going on here. We got, and again, he said like, oh, I'll never advertise it again. Oh yeah, that was a one-time thing. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have, maybe I should have. He banned a ton of people, as you can see in the Spiel video. And then he's still like posting about it. Wiglet is currently available in premium. Just fucking dirty. Just like predatory. It's really gross. Just more and more. OF is a site for any content. It's just popular discourse that associates it with adult. You're putting your fucking dick. You're putting dick pics on your OnlyFans that you're pumping to children. So, yes, there's some back and forth. No, not for safe content was posted or made available, by the way. So, like, this is weird. Like, is it so it's okay that initially you weren't showing your dick, but if they sign up? Or is that like, oh, okay, they can sign up now, but they gotta leave? They gotta leave before you decide to take your dick out in public in the changing room? Is that what's going on? So, here he confirms there's going to be nudes and vids. Dumb career move? This is more than dumb career move. This is just like, this is kind of showing what kind of person you are. Plan an escalation over time. So, little Timmy and Jimmy don't have to see dick immediately. They're going to have to wait. They're going to have to use their parents' credit card to subscribe for multiple months. And maybe that's his vetting process. So here, he's like, oh yeah, I like that. Someone came up with the idea that he should just charge more for the nudes, that's not the solution. The solution is don't make a child audience and show them that you're naked and they can pay for it. They can find a way. There is a weird thing where children have paid for goods and services, whether it's your Pokemon bot. Maybe that's an excuse for them. Like, hey mom, I need that credit card again. Blaine's he's got a new thing that I can purchase. Not the trade bot that he stole from someone that we'll take a look at in a minute. OnlyFans right at the top. We got the Blaine's. Apparently he doesn't like Twitch. He lost partner on Twitch, so he doesn't promote his Twitch anymore. We got the TikTok. We got the Instagram, and the Instagram is weird. Even the Instagram is weird where you're just like, you're just gonna take your shirt off and take weird, sexy photos. Like, use a different name. At least there's some barrier to entry at that point in time. And then it's like the link tree, hashtag Pokemon on your... Okay. And I know what you guys are saying if you've been around for a long time. Like, hey, didn't this happen with Little Shelter? She was like a Pokemon video game player, right? Yeah, the same Little Shelter that had a mod that was underage that had free access to her naked content. Yeah. So this isn't the first rodeo. Be very careful. It doesn't matter if someone has a platform. They might be a disgusting piece of shit. Now, I am not going to sell you guys pictures of my dick. Instead, I'm going to ask you to use the free ways to support the channel. For some reason, Blaine has 10x my subscribers, but can't find a way to make money or enough money. Or maybe he's just a perverted degenerate that wants to show people his dick. I'm not really sure. Here we go. We got the link tree. Free ways to support. Best ways to support. PSA Pikachu. Securus Card Shop. Card Market. Buyee. Catch 'em all collectibles. Collector app for tracking your collection. A bunch of discount codes for the stuff that I use and recommend. And a bunch of just click it before you shop for the things you're buying anyway. Unfortunately, no, there is no discount code. And no, you do not want to look at Blaine's penis. Card Market. Thank you to Card Market for sponsoring. I guess it'd be hard if you're showing your dick to children to get sponsors. That would be that'd be a tough thing. All right, next. We got an incident from 5 years ago. We got a whole scenario with a Duncan who had some beef. I guess other people had some beef. Apparently people don't want to touch the topic. Our boy Blaine here likes to run some false flag campaigns, so expect that. That's probably coming in the future. Here we go. If they want to be angry, if they want to spam the comments, go to town. Go to town. Anyone that's defending this shit, be very aware that they are also disgusting human beings. We have Duncan with this, and I guess the most important point of this video, watch this video if you haven't watched this video, is the fact that he's stealing something to make money, not crediting the person that came up with it.
This bot was developed by Archer Date, Kurt Kafotix, and Chris, Mitsuki.tv. And they developed this amazing bot called SysBot that could gen directly into the Switch's RAM, remote control the Switch, and trade it out to viewers. And it was initially developed as a Discord bot. We were alpha testing it in my server. We were really trying to iron out the bugs with the intention of going public on Twitch, which we now have done on Oakslab, twitch.tv/Oakslab. Let's shout it out one more time. To go public and just try and support the community. It was to give mons to people who didn't have hacked Switches free of charge. Now, the thing about the
So they got a little setup. They're going to do something. They're going to build something up. They're going to have a tradesy bot. Again, pretty cool thing to have. Probably pretty enticing to get people into your Discord. Something useful, some reason for them to be there other than just hanging out, whether they want to do that or other things. And we have Blaines who stole that code, allegedly, according to the creator. So he steals code that is co-written by me, does not give any of the developers credit, blatantly violates the AGPL license, doesn't even host the bot himself, paywalls it to earn fat money checks, and then proceeds to block me. So that's like next level, like not crediting, being like, oh, sorry, I should have credited you for this. So I don't know. So the OnlyFans thing seems like a little bit of like he's just a fucking pervert, but this is just like he's trying to. You can't make honest money with the following. If the following is entirely real, you should be making lots of money. I don't get it. So there's a little bit of back and forth. He's like, oh, but you paywalled it too. He was testing it. He didn't have all the equipment, according to Duncan. Didn't have all the equipment ready. So the people that were in the paid section were trying it out first. It wasn't even working properly at that point in time. Apparently, it wasn't working very well for Blaines either because people were upset. People were paying for that under the impression that it was up and running and fully tested and ready to go. Blaines sold it to them under what seems like false pretenses. And so he's like, oh, you paywalled it too. That kind of scenario. He was crediting the developers. He was going to make it free. According to Duncan, he was going to make it free. Apparently, they did make it free. But while they were testing on a smaller scale, they had the people that were in the paid section of the Discord to test it. I think that's fine. So here's the false flag campaign stuff. We've seen it. He's directly involved with the conversations, that sort of thing. We got Philly. We got this. This is insane, dude. Like Blaines, just stop. Just don't be a piece of shit. Like if you don't want to make Pokemon content, I get maybe he just can't start a new following without the child bait. I don't get it. So here we go. We got Duncan's account suspended with the false flags. Organized. And this is the tamest stuff. The tamest comments back and forth that I've ever seen. And the false flags apparently got through on Twitter to ban his account. I think he got it back at some point. Just insane. So he's just calling him out for blocking the person that made the bot. Crazy stuff. Be very careful if you have kids that are into Pokemon, into YouTube, whatever it might be. They shouldn't be watching my videos. We're constantly covering scammers, thieves, and everything else. There's coarse language. But when you think they're watching Pokemon videos on how to get certain shinies, how to get mystery gifts, that sort of thing, and joining a Discord that's supposed to trade them Pokemon, you gotta be real careful. You gotta really look into it so that they don't end up getting pushed to seeing this guy's cock. Thanks for tuning in. Be careful out there. There are bad people. There are people that'll steal, scam, show kids their dick. Take care.